Seasonal shedding is routine, but when a large clump of fur falls away unexpectedly to expose bare skin, the hair cycle has broken down. This condition is called alopecia. It functions as a physical readout of a failure occurring somewhere in the dog's biological systems. A wide range of internal and external threats can trigger this single symptom. The culprit might be a microscopic parasite burrowing into the skin, or a complex endocrine imbalance deep within the glands. To identify the specific threat, veterinarians use a diagnostic algorithm. This decision tree moves from visible symptoms toward the hidden cause. The first fork separates inflammatory hair loss, marked by red asymmetrical patches, from non-inflammatory, where the loss is perfectly symmetrical and smooth. Attempting to treat the baldness directly rarely works unless you first identify which branch of this logic tree the dog is on. When hair loss is accompanied by intense scratching and localized irritation, we follow the inflammatory branch of the algorithm. Here, the follicles are physically destroyed by external invaders. Microscopic Demodex mites, fungal ringworm, or bacterial infections are actively attacking the surface of the skin. This chart details the hunt for pathogens using physical tools like deep skin scrapes, tape cytology, and ultraviolet Woods lamps. Identifying the specific invader determines the targeted antibiotics or oral medications needed to eradicate the parasites. Inflammatory alopecia is an external battle for the surface of the skin. Once the invaders are removed, the hair can begin its natural regrowth. This dog shows the opposite pattern. Hair loss is perfectly symmetrical along the back, and the skin is smooth and itch-free. This is non-inflammatory alopecia. The skin isn't being destroyed by bugs. Instead, the hair follicles receive an internal signal from the body's systems to simply stop growing. Systemic endocrine disorders are the primary causes here. Conditions like hypothyroidism or Cushing's disease disrupt the dog's internal chemical balance, forcing the hair cycle into a permanent state of rest. Because the problem is internal, skin scrapes are ineffective. Veterinarians must run blood panels and hormone stimulation tests to find the chemical malfunction. Treatment requires a systemic reset. Daily oral medications like levothyroxine or trilostine are used to manually restore the dog's chemical signaling. Symmetrical hair loss indicates that the hair follicles have been chemically commanded to stop growing, revealing a systemic failure in the body's internal signaling. There are rare cases on this branch where all hormone tests return normal results, yet the hair cycle remains stuck in its resting phase. One example is Alopecia X, predominantly affecting plush-coated Arctic breeds. It leaves them with a woolly, puppy-like undercoat or patches of bare, darkened skin. Then there is post-clipping alopecia. After being shaved for surgery, a dog like this golden retriever may fail to regrow their coat for months. For many of these outliers, a non-aggressive supplement works. Melatonin can effectively restart the hair cycle and wake up the dormant follicles. The diagnostic algorithm accounts for these situational anomalies and breed-specific quirks, even when standard hormonal tests appear normal. This logical structure connects one chaotic symptom to dozens of distinct diseases. It is how veterinarians navigate the complexities of dermatology. Following this path allows a clinician to eliminate the wrong answers one by one until they find the exact biological breakdown. Treating baldness blindly with over-the-counter remedies is risky. Without knowing which branch of the tree the dog is on, you may be ignoring a worsening internal disease. When a dog's coat first begins to fail, the specific pattern of that loss dictates the clinical path. Use that evidence and consult a veterinarian to find the solution.